A major storm swept across the Florida Panhandle late last night into the morning, triggering tornado warnings and causing a lot of damage. You see there, this is video from Panama City. The area saw high winds and that left roofs just blown off. The National Guard has been deployed to the area to assist with all the cleanup.
And that system is the same one that we're seeing tonight. It's going to pack a bit of a punch with us. Here to time it all out for us is our Tevin Wooten. It's interesting, too, because the city is going to be busy tonight. You got Madonna, who's playing at the Garden, right? So you got a few thousand people who are going to be downtown right as this thing, as far as I know from you, is going to be encroaching in on the Boston area, right?
Yeah, I mean, the storm is pushing in right now. So in the next hour to an hour and a half's time, the rain will start. Now, the worst of the storm will be overnight. So depending on what time Madonna wraps up tonight, you may be going out in the middle of this thing. So please take every precaution possible. For you homeowners out there, I know that it can be certainly concerning when you have a lot of winds coming through.
Well, and what about, Tev, some of those communities that we've reported on, right? Jericho was live for us in Leominster or North Andover.
North Andover today. Darren is in Leominster. I'm still looking at some of those spots, but it seems like the worst part of that storm may not necessarily be the wind, but the flooding, just due to the fact that there's a lot of snowfall that will melt rapidly tonight. So our temperatures warm from the upper 30s to the 40s and 50s tomorrow, and then new rainfall on top of that, a widespread 1 to 2.5 inches of rainfall coming down the line. But still breezy winds for everyone. All of southern New England is in some form of a wind alert. In tan here, a wind advisory with gusts upwards of 55 miles an hour and a high wind warning too, with gusts nearing 70 miles an hour. Think back to mid-December, December the 18th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when we had that windstorm that came through that did a lot of damage. It seemed like practically every street across southern New England had some form of damage. That storm brought winds that were 40, 50, and 60 miles an hour for about 18 to 25 hours in duration. I think this in total should be 5 to maybe 8 hours at worst in terms of the long duration event of this storm. So this is not as long of a storm as what we saw in mid-December. However, there are multiple factors at play or at hand, not just the winds, but also the flooding potential and the heavy rainfall that we'll see coming through down the line. The winds right now, the calm before the storm, 15-mile-an-hour gusts in Boston, 6 in Norwood, and our temperatures are also on the upswing too at 37 degrees in Bedford right now, 37 rather in Boston, 34 in Beverly, and 33 in Bedford. But the next couple of hours will really tell the change of the storm that's pushing in. It's cloudy, it's gray, it's the calm before the storm. In the next couple of hours, again, the rain should start, but we're not forecasting the worst of this until right around 10 o'clock tonight. Let's go to Leominster, for example, one of those towns that just got out of the jackpot of snow. 12 to almost 18 inches of snow coming through, that came through on Sunday, and now it's the rain that's coming through. Look at the hourly rainfall rate, how quickly the rain is falling. In an hour's time, it starts right around 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in terms of some of the heavier amounts, and really ramps up just after midnight tonight and into our Wednesday morning. But we don't really near an inch per hour, so that may be the saving grace, at least with the rain coming down from the sky. But we know there's still plenty of water on the ground as the snow will melt as our temperatures warm. There may actually be a mix of rain and snow right now, but that will rapidly change. It's very fleeting as the warm air surges in. By 11 o'clock tonight, widespread showers and downpours. I mean, this will be a nasty, nasty storm on the way, not just wet, but also windy too through 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And then we hit a lull closer to 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That would be the front really settling in with the chance of 1 or 2 spot showers, light and minimal at this point in the game, midday tomorrow across the South Coast and the Cape. So in total, it's a quick moving system. We've got that going for us, but it's still a strong storm, no doubt. And look at the temperatures sailing into the upper 40s and low 50s. Tomorrow morning, Wednesday at 8 o'clock, it's going to feel almost like an early spring day with temperatures at about 50 degrees, but we know we're not going to stay that way for long. That's some of the warmer air that surges in. Speaking of surging in, look at our winds here at midnight, 43 miles an hour in Boston, 51 on Martha's Vineyard, 53 on Nantucket, perhaps near 60 by 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday in Boston, and also in Portsmouth too, 53-mile-an-hour gusts in Brockton, and the Outer Cape and the Islands also looking at strong winds at 55 to 60 miles an hour. This is not the only storm on the board. We've got our first alert day for tomorrow. We're drying out Thursday and Friday, still mild, and staying in that milder sector of air means what comes through on Saturday will be a lot of heavy rainfall and strong winds. We'll talk more about that storm in the second half hour, plus the opportunity of river flooding as well. So the First Alert Weather Team is certainly busy. No rest in our department, at least not right now on this 10-day forecast.
All right, we appreciate all your hard work, Tevin. Thank you.